I'm back. Haven't been uploading videos for a while. Had a lot of stuff going on. Things have just been a little crazy. Apologize once again as usual, but I'm working on trying to get back up and running. I've been fishing a lot, just have not had time to film, and the wind has just been insane here for the last 6 weeks or so. Just made it really tough to film. I actually went out and tried to film a few times, but the wind just so crazy. Couldn't add anything else into the mix with that. So I went out this morning, I fished some clients, and we just absolutely slayed the blue cat. So came home and had some lunch, took a shower, took care of some stuff on the computer, and I'm fixing to load up, head back out to the lake, and go out with a buddy of mine, see if we can't catch some more fish. So stay tuned. We've been set up about 4 or 5 minutes. Rodney's got the first fish on. We're super skinny. Little old channel cat. We just got a bite on another one. I just heard it. I don't know where it was. Mess your hand up. Rodney has got an orange glove on there. He's not like Michael Jackson. He had a little incident just to show you how shallow I'm fishing here. You can see that's probably a foot. A little better one.
Good little fight.
All right. I'll get it. Oh shoot, this one's got a fish on it too. Just a little one there. Just a slip sinker rig, no roll sinker, whisker seeker, 60-pound leader. I've got 6/0 and 4/0 triple threat hooks. Some of them I've got peg floats on, some of them I don't. And this time of year I usually will kind of fish half and half and just let the fish tell me what they want. Some days they'll bite better with and without floats, and you can adjust from there. And I'm using little bitty threadfin shad for bait, or pieces of cut bait that are small. And usually this time of year, for some reason, you can put big baits out there and you won't catch fish. So that's why I stick with those little shad. And a lot of that is because these fish are up in this shallow water chasing those threadfin shad. That's what they're feeding on. And we came in here this morning and we just flat slayed them. Not catching quite as many fish this afternoon as we did this morning, but this is just our first stop. And a lot of times this time of year, when you're up in this shallow water, you have overcast like this, the bite will be a little bit slower, and then when the sun comes out and the water warms back up, the fish will start biting better. Get this other one baited up. I've got some of these with just a double hook rig, and I've got that 6/0 triple thread on the bottom, and then about 6-8 inches up above it I've got a 4/0 hook on there, and that's not like a traditional double hook rig where you would hook a big bait with 2 hooks. I'm just doing that to kind of maximize the number of baits that I have in the water. Well, that sucker was a long way out there. Long way out there. Got a mouthful of mud. We've got 7 rods in the water, and there's 2 of us, and it seems like these fish are they're coming through in waves, and as soon as we start to get bit, then the other ones get bit. And a lot of times you hear them, but you don't ever see them. Here, let me get it, Sam. You don't need to mess your hand up. And you were reeling it? Yeah, sometimes if they laid up there and they're just kind of messing with it, and they think they're gonna lose it, they'll take it. This sucker, he was a long way out there, man. Long way. I just heard another one go off. It's that one right there on the right. It's running sideways. Yep. That's another good solid fish. So these little thread fin shad I'm using for bait, we've caught a lot of fish on these, and I caught these this morning, and these shad, these little thread fins like this time of year, they don't last very long. They get real mushy real quick. So what I've started doing is taking some of these bigger shad and cutting them up into a little bit smaller pieces, and the reason being is these are a lot tougher and not as easy for them to pull them off the hook when they're biting like this. And that bigger one a minute ago that I cut up, it was quite a bit bigger than that one right there. And I cut it up into about 4 chunks, and then I kind of cut it down a little bit. I cut part of the belly off, just trying to kind of shorten those baits up a little bit. Well, let me get this one off. Maybe that'll see. Man, that sucker is a long way out there again. Good solid fish. There's a gar. No, big catfish. I'm not supposed to be using this net. It's got the, oh, you. Man, look at that. Scooped the whole net full of mud up. Now I got my boat all dirty. Oh, this one's got one on here too, Rodney. That one right there. Big channel cat there. So my friend in this video, I had a bunch of stuff that got cut out in the editing. Rodney just kind of showed up in there. Rodney's a guy that I've known actually for a long time, since middle school. But he is the manager of a marina that I work out of most of the time, and the Lakeview Boating Center here in Fort Worth that is now Sea Arc Boats dealer. We had a little bit of rain, or a lot of rain, but a little bit of rain in the right place, and just a little bit of water running off into the lake. It wasn't very much coming in at all. You couldn't see it. There wasn't any current, but there was just enough water to kind of muddy things up a little bit, get some stuff floating in there, and get those fish kind of concentrated and in there feeding. So that's why I was fishing in that area. I was up super skinny. I mean, inches of water, just dragging mud, plowing mud, trying to get up in there, fishing with that fresh cut shad, slip sinker rig and Santee rig, little small threadfin shad and cut bait. And we just hammered them. Like I said, the morning before I came up and filmed this, when I fished with clients up there in the morning, we just absolutely hammered the fish. Still caught a lot of fish when I was up here fishing with Rodney, but wasn't quite as good as it was that morning. But that's pretty typical. A lot of times in the spring, it's a morning bite, especially in late April, early May. Thanks for watching. I'm working on getting back on track to upload on a regular basis again. I've just had a whole lot going on, so make sure you stay tuned for some more videos coming up here real soon.